Thanks for checking out today's video, and today we're looking at VN21, the order number VN21, which is individual NVA infantry from GHQ Micro Armour. And we'll do the same sort of thing we did with the Vietnam GHQ Micro Armour build, but this time we're just doing the Vietnamese. Now there's a few different colours that you can do the uniforms, so we'll get to that when we get to that painting stage. But it's pretty standard packaging that we've gone through before, their location, bit about the models, all that sort of gear. So we'll get straight into it. So in here we get some sort of command dudes and some soldiers laying down as well. So it's very similar to that American one. A couple of guys with RPGs, and you can see there's a bit of flashing on there, so in a minute we'll get to just tidying that up. Guys throwing some hand grenades and sort of squatting down. We've got a loose guy there, which is one of our RPG guys. Another loose guy. So some more guys just sort of running along, throwing grenades. So a couple of them, and there's another loose dude there. And on the sprues it has a number. So just sort of Vietnamese with AKs or Type 59s, or you know, whatever they've got. Yep, all pretty standard stuff. So yeah, on the sprue there's a number, a letter, sorry. And there's a few just loose rolling around. That's why I open those packets that way. So the loose ones I just put off to the side, but they're all there. On the packet I think it says 72 or 74. So we'll pick up a sprue and we'll start cleaning it up. So I'll just grab the hobby knife and just straighten up any pieces. And there's a few ways I do that, just to cut them off like that. So it's a bit hard to see. Or sometimes I'll use scissors. Or sprue snips. It's a bit of a fiddly process. So yeah, I'll just work across, clean them all up, tidy them up. Then once I've got them tidied up, I'll get an old bottle top and I'll place a couple bits of blue tack on there, and I'll see the sprues on there like that. So I'll just move this to the side. So then I'll get them to this stage. So I've tied up all the flashing, got them on the blue tack, and then what I'll do is get my little painting tray, I'll put that in there, and I'll give them a prime, and for that, Chaos Black. You want to make sure you get all the angles. So, and then I'll give that a couple of hours to dry once I've got the Chaos Black on, the primer. And once they're primed, I'll bring in this one that's dried, and after I've done that, I'll grab the colour we're going to use is Panzer Yellow, and that's just from Hobby Paint. Always give them a good shake, sorry about the noise. And I'm still that sort of 15 centimetres away from it, and I'll go around and give it a good spray. Yeah, there's sort of about 4 or 5 uniforms used during the Vietnam War, so you could sort of do it 4 or 5 different colours if you want. But I've picked one of the mid-war uniforms that they sort of had, which is a Chinese manufactured uniform. So once I get them up to that stage, I'll let that dry. So we're going to like that. So we've got some prime and some dry, and then I'll get rid of this because it's annoying. And then I'll have them like this. So these guys have been prepped and dried. Sorry, I haven't got the right light on there. And then what I'll do is grab gunmetal grey, and that'll be the first colour we apply. Sorry, my label's worn off, and yeah, I didn't put a rubber glove on, so that's what's going to happen if you don't have a rubber glove on. So I'll get some gunmetal grey in the palette, and I'll use a fairly fine brush for this. So we're going with 5 zeros, and on my palette, which is just out of the picture, I just put a bit of water in there as well, so just out of the shot. But I'll pick up a bit of that gunmetal grey, and then I'll start adding just a little bit of colour to these firearms. Just make sure you get them all. So I'll sort of do one side, and these guys are both B sprues, so turn it over. Same on the other side. If I get a bit of paint over the hands, I don't mind, because we'll do flesh later on. Just keep working that across. Any little extras on the sprues that I missed the first time around, I'll cut them off as we go along. So you get a bit of colour on onto the weapons, and that's what I do to start with. So we've got a bit sort of going on there, and we've got it started. So next video we'll get a bit more colour onto them. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.